Hi everyone, I'm Professor Swinky Dhingra from Choitram College of Professional Studies, Indore. I'm making this video for BSc second year students of physics. In our college, we always motivate our students to observe the phenomena happening around us and then question and discuss the science behind them in order to develop a logical approach of looking at things. I thank Madam Principal and the management of our college who always encourage us in our efforts. Now, today's topic is static electricity. Now, I will give you some examples of static electricity which we keep observing in our daily life, and then I will try to explain these examples. Now, I guess most of you have observed this. It is a dry day in winters and you're trying to comb your hair. What happens? The hair starts sticking to the plastic comb. This is observed only if the comb is made up of some insulating material like plastic. Why does that happen? Why are the hair attracted to a plastic comb? Now take a plastic ruler and rub it on your dry hair. Then bring it near either small bits of paper or small pieces of aluminium foil. What happens? The ruler starts attracting small bits of paper or small pieces of aluminium foil. We all have done this as kids. Why does this happen? Why is ruler attracting small bits of paper? What causes these phenomenon? Actually, when you rub comb or ruler on your dry hair, then both comb and ruler they get charged due to rubbing. The rubbed part of the ruler has acquired the property of attracting small bits of paper. It is exerting force on them. This is because of the accumulation of static charges on the surface of ruler because of rubbing. It is the study of these static charges, the charges at rest, that is called electrostatics. See, the unrubbed end of the ruler cannot attract the pieces of paper. It cannot pick up the pieces of paper. See, when I use the word static means still. That means we are talking about the charges which are at rest, not the charges which are in motion. So I have already given the example of comb and ruler. Now let's look at the next example. When you're walking on a carpet, due to the friction between the carpet and shoes, there is an accumulation of static charges on your body. Then in that case, if you try to open the door by touching the metal knob, when you touch the metal knob, then you are suddenly startled by an electric shock. This is a very common observation. Actually, what is happening here is that the charge from your body is getting transferred to the conducting metal knob. So, an electric discharge is happening to neutralize the imbalance of the charge. So, you must have had similar observations with balloons. See this cute girl, how she's having fun because of the static charges produced on the surface of balloon which are attracting her hair. So next example is lightning. Lightning also occurs when there is a flow of charge either from the charged cloud to the ground or from one charged cloud to the other charged cloud in order to neutralize or do away with the imbalance of charge. So, you must have observed that sometimes our synthetic clothes or nylon clothes they start sticking to our body. This is called the phenomenon of static cling. And also, you must have observed that on a dry winter day, when you take a blanket, sometimes you hear a crackling sound, and if the room is completely dark, then you could even see small sparks. All these phenomena are due to the static charges present on our clothes. So now I'm going to play a small video which demonstrates the effect of static charges on human hair in a fun way. Before I do that, let me recall with you, like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. So here, what you're seeing in this picture is Van de Graaff generator. When you power it on, static charge is accumulated on the spherical surface. If you touch this spherical surface with your hand, that charge is transferred to your body as well as to your hair. Now there are so many hair strands which are similarly charged. That means all the hair, they have same charge, so they will repel each other. So let's see this video.
Here. All right, we're going to turn this on. You'll hear the motor go. I'm going to disappear for a second. All right, there we go. So now the electrons are traveling up, going from the ball out, and you can already see a little bit of an effect. All right. Oh, that's nice. Very good. All right, from here we need Louis to give a little shake to that head. There. That's it.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. Now, how much would Cher pay for that hairdo?
Big money.
Look at that. So there you see it, all the electrons trying to get away from each other, every hair trying to get away. Give us one more shake. There we go. All right, and if you don't have one of these at home, then you might have to just settle for the balloonist.
balloon.
And that we have online. All right, Louis, stay up there. I'm going to power this off. And we'll fill them in. You want to fill them in on the website? And
Sure,
we'll clean up
thank you
here a
so
little
much.
bit. Very nice, Louis.
If you'd like to find out more about what Science Bob does, you can go to www.sciencebob.com, and we'll be right back.
So thank you all for your interest. I hope to follow up with more. Thanks.